Cowboy Jim, Fort McMurray. Okay, did that health related stuff and mentioned Battle Lake. And first night I pulled into Battle Lake, I thought all I have to do, about minus 30, no heat in the trailer. I thought, not a big deal. Anyways, it was a big deal. And I pulled up to the gate where our laydown was supposed to be. And I thought, surely they'll have a generator in there. I can plug my little electric heater in, and then that might be fine. Uh, Gate was locked. No generator. Anyways, big dude in an old Dodge pulled in behind my trailer, kind of waved at me. I thought, 9:10 at night. I mean, when they called me in the afternoon, I left my dishes in the sink and everything. I just pounded it north. 9:30 10 by the time I got there. Long way. Battle Lake's a long way from southwest of Calgary. I walked over to this man's truck. I made sure there's just one guy in the truck. Checked the road a little. I had kind of watched him come, and he is alone. And he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I start to work here tomorrow morning." Big dude. He says, "You mean you're going to ask for a job tomorrow morning?" I said, "No." I said, "I have a job. I start tomorrow morning." "Well, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm going to sleep in my trailer." He said, "I have a gun." And I thought, man, you outweigh me by about 150 pounds. You hardly need a gun. I mean, lost my finger, my sense of humor. I said, "I have a little sawed off shotgun over in my trailer myself. You want me to go get that and show it to you?" He said, "No." I thought, gee whiz, lighten up, son. And I'm pretty sure he was pretty drunk. Anyways, we talked. What that meant was he talked, I listened, and he wasn't even Irish. I'm used to being Irish, carrying the weight of the burden of the conversation, allowing people time to chime in. Get this. I'm into humor, but I have to be really careful that I don't hurt people's feelings. So I can, evidently. He said, "Do you want a beer?" And I thought, I thought, sure. And so he reached across the seat. He had been playing with something on the seat of the truck. I think it was a handgun. Pretty sure. I don't know why a man weighing about 300 pounds needed a weapon. But anyways, he passed me that can of beer. I looked at him. I said, "I never had a Girlie beer before." And I studied his eyes. Oh, that was a poor choice of words. Because he didn't blink much. And I thought, this dude does not like me. I thought, okay. I opened the can of tomato beer. Funny stuff. I'd never had it, and I, I took a pretty large drink. I mean, I was thirsty. No heat, and I said, your girly beer was pretty good. His hand stirred on the seat, and I thought, he's going to shoot me. He said, we talked a while. It wasn't good. He said, you're going to follow me down the road to my ranch. I said, well, I could sleep right here. He said, you are going to follow me because you are going to steal fuel from those tanks over there. And my friend who owns property is going to get in trouble with the company. I thought, I have a loaded 12 gauge pump shotgun on my sleeping bag in my little trailer. And I thought, timing is everything. He said, sucked up his gut. That took quite a bit of effort, but his chest got surprisingly large. I didn't look too close. I don't think his gut got that smaller, much smaller. And he said, you back your truck and trailer out. He said, I'll get ahead of you, but not by far. You make a run for it, he said. I'll start shooting. I thought, okay. Hillbillies in Alberta? Well, evidently, could be. So he drove ahead at about 20 miles an hour, and I shifted gears. I took my hat off. I slapped it on the dash. I said, well, God, looks like you and I are going to be talking face to face in about 20 minutes. I think this dummy is going to kill me. Yeah, God didn't say anything. I thought, that's scarier than if he had not stopped talking. And so we went to the guy's ranch, and he put his brakes on like he was going to turn in, and then he didn't. He went another 100 yards and pulled into a dark field. Night, cold, real cold. And he got out and opened the gate. And I was thinking, I could have had my shotgun right on the seat beside me. And he moved ahead out of the way. I wasn't getting out to close the stupid gate, so I just followed him, and he glared at me as he walked by and closed the gate. I said, God, this is not good. I mean, this is not good. And so I followed this hillbilly, twice as big as me, across the field. I kept watching his house lights back there, and I thought, oh, I did not want life to end like this. I really kind of wanted to get married one more time. Still do. And finally, he turned the truck and headed for the lights, and I thought, oh, whoa, he probably wants to see me die. And followed him up, and I parked right beside his barn. He said, I got out of the truck, and I wouldn't turn my back on that big dude. And he said, plug your trailer in. Not nice. I still wouldn't turn my back on him. And so I plugged my trailer in. I got in the trailer, got the little electric heater just to pounding the heat out. Made absolutely no difference at minus 30. And But I got my little shotgun out, and there come a knocking on the door. This was 2 days before I got so much infection in my middle finger that it became a fountain of not life but yellow. So I wasn't feeling good. I stepped over to the door and I was pretty cautious. There was a little guy there, and he was not a handsome man. He said, "Want to come to the house for some sketty?" Which is, I think, spaghetti. I said, "Son, no." I said, "I think I'm just going to climb up there, lock this door, cuddle up to my 12 gauge sawed off shotgun. I'm not going to sleep, son. Not at all. Not all night." He looked at me and he walked away. And I thought, I tell that story to people and people hardly even believe me. But that's what my life has been. It has been the most entertaining, mind expanding sequence of events that no one with a brain could have ever determined was going to happen. And I stayed there for 4 days or 3 days, something, till that fountain of yellow coming out my finger. I headed for Wetaskiwin for the hospital, but I wanted you to know. I don't think I've ever had another one of those Girlie beers. I don't really think I missed it, but I want you to know something. It was pretty good. Pretty good. So, I hope that brought a little smile to your face. That is exactly what happened. And I mean, exactly what happened. So, God bless you all. Have a good night. I wouldn't recommend those girly beers, and I wouldn't recommend telling a big 300-pound, not so fat, but a really big hillbilly type person that he's drinking girly beer. Hindsight's pretty clear, children. God bless ye. Have a good day.